Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Little Rocktoberfest. I'm having some technical difficulties with my camera. We're going to get that figured out here shortly. I've got Jesse the Beard Thurman running boards back at the ITHP studios. Jesse, you with me, buddy?
Let's
Let's
try
try
that
that
one.
one.
Let's
Try that one again.
Oh, now you got a bad echo. You're also a little low on volume.
Oh, all right. How about that?
Say something funny so I can record it.
I don't want to.
Better.
Okay. What's up, everybody? Razorback Zach coming to you live from the 2024 Little Rocktoberfest. Like I said, I'm having a little technical difficulties. We are trying to get that figured out right now. And I got Jesse the Beard Thurman running boards back at the ITHP studios. Got a charity event going on tonight. It is from 6 to 9 p.m. $45 gets you in. You can have all the beer you can drink. And they got some home brews. They got some, let's see. They got some home brews. They got pro brews out here like Rocktown Distillery. They have one, Jesse, I don't know if you're still there, that is kind of aged in Fireball. Yes, Fireball whiskey.
I'm not a teenager anymore. I don't drink Fireball.
I think that was the drink of choice for all of us. You're gonna see something funny here in a minute. Hey, there it is. My idiot self forgot to start the camera, and you're gonna see me walk in front of it.
I was a cheapskate too. I preferred Hot Damn.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Camera's up. We're good to go. What's up, everybody? We are going to have the game on, by the way, and here in just about 45 minutes or so, we're going to have the Harris Made Chef Services Tailgate Show coming up with Marcus, MC, Carlton, Jesse the Beard Thurman, myself, and a very special guest from HogHQ, Matt Hart. Matt Hart, guys, this is our charity event. This is our biggest event of the summer, and or of the year, basically. And all goes to a good cause, goes to Casting for Recovery. And Jesse, I got to learn a little bit about this charity that they're doing this for, because usually it's for Miracle League. This year they're doing something different at a different venue. It's a breast cancer recovery, but what they do is they incorporate fly fishing.
Can't go wrong fly fishing.
I've
can't
never
do it, but you can't go wrong doing it.
I've never
I prefer
gone
traditional fishing.
I've never gone fly fishing before.
Your ADHD would not allow you to fly fish, Zach.
You know what, Jesse? I'm pretty sure you are telling the truth there. But like I said, 6 to 9 p.m. is when the event runs. We are going to have the game on here. We'll have Alabama, Georgia on. We'll have all the whole slate of the big college football games here at our broadcast position. You can see behind me, they're all getting set up behind me here. In just a few hours' time, this will all kick off. And yours truly will be the MC of the event. So come on out, have a great time, drink some beers. Like I said, they got IPAs, they got porters, they got ales, they got meads. What are some other ones? But for me, I don't drink, and so they have Dr. Pepper, Coke, and water for me. But I'm cheating right now and drinking a Mountain Dew Voltage. But hey, I got to give a shout out though, Jesse, before we do. And we're going to have a big announcement coming up on the Harris Made Chef Services Tailgate Show that might change the game for Inside the Hog Pen. And but I would be remiss if I didn't thank our sponsors: Harris Made Chef Services, Alan Kerr Advisors, Meeks Design Company, Cam Productions, and our newest sponsor for the banner behind me, Rock City Wraps. And I'm telling you, man, I'm excited about that sponsorship. I'm excited to have the sponsors on board. Meeks Design Company doing some shirts for us. But the sponsor, these sponsors are special to us, man. They're very special to us. Here in just a few minutes, we're going to be joined by Matt Hart from HogHQ. And I'm excited to talk football with him. This is one of the huge podcasts out there, one of the biggest Facebook pages out there that support the Razorbacks. And Jesse, when I know you don't drink like I do, right?
Occasionally.
So what if you had to pick one, what would it be? Would it be? I mean, what's your drink of choice? Would it be IPAs or ales or? Um,
I'm a good old boy, Zach. Give me a Mick Ultra
what?
or
Okay,
Bud Light.
I have to ask. I have to ask. What is it about? Well, we all know how Bud Light is. No, we're not going to go down that tunnel. But what is it about Mick Ultra? Because most of the people that I've talked to are fans of Mick Ultra.
I don't know. It doesn't for a light beer. It's not too watered down. I prefer the aluminum bottles. That's what I carry with me to the hog pen at Bomb Walker. Uh, Good flavor and little lower on carbs. Don't know that you can call any beer healthy, but maybe a little healthier than some of the others because I've already got a round figure. I want to maintain it at its current size, not let it get any bigger.
Oh, come on, man. It can't be that bad, can it?
Zach, you seen the picture from the hog pen at the baseball game last year. I dwarfed you and Sarah.
I mean, but hey, everybody likes a good beer. Me, I like root beer. I'm personal to the A&W, but to each his own.
A&W from the fountain at the restaurant
Oh
is the
my
only way to drink root
God.
beer.
I had that for the first time. I want to say over the Memorial Day holiday this year, and holy crap, dude! I thought I was an A&W fan just from drinking the little bottles that they've got, and but they have a special fountain because you've got the regular Coke machine, right? You've got the A&W coming out of it, or the Diet A&W coming out of it, Pepsi, Mountain Dew, all that. But they have a special one just for the regular A&W, and oh my goodness, you want to talk about drinking a little piece of heaven, son.
Yeah, it don't get no better than A&W from the fountain there.
Oh heck no.
I don't know what their secret is. I wish I did because I would have one set up in my kitchen and I would drink A&W the way I drink Coke Zero.
I tried to drink Coke. I tried to drink the Dr. Pepper Zero, and I just couldn't do it. I
like
couldn't
the
do it.
Dr. Pepper Zero too. It's a little sweet,
Yeah.
which makes no sense with no sugar, but I'm a big fan right now of the Oreo Coke Zero that just came out as one of their limited run flavors.
Okay,
If
wait.
you
Time out.
remember
Oreo
Coke Zero, if you remember when we were kids when they first came out with vanilla Coke, it tastes just like the old school vanilla Coke from when we were in our early teens.
Okay, now I got to try that.
It's good, dude.
Now I got to try that. Hey, have you been watching some of these football games from early this morning?
I've got my phone going in front of me right now, watching halftime highlights. It's going to be an interesting weekend in college football, Zach.
I've been watching this Ole Miss Kentucky game as we're getting set up out here at the Little Rocktoberfest, and I got to tell you, man, Ole Miss, and we, I saw the comment from DMAD in the in our little team chat, and he's right. Ole Miss looks human. It's 10-7, start of the third quarter, second half. Kentucky up on Ole Miss, number 6 Ole Miss. Like our picks are already not looking good.
There's still 30 minutes of football to play, and they're at the VOT.
True, magic happens down at Oxford. Coming up in just a few minutes, in about 30 minutes, you're not going to want to miss. It's the Harris Made Chef Services Tailgate Show. We are going to have you all updated and covered. We're going to have scores from around the conference. We're going to have scores from around the country, along with getting you all set for the Texas A&M Arkansas game, the final Southwest Classic from Jerry's World. And if I remember right, Jesse, the guys at SEC Nation this morning were giving Arkansas a little bit of love.
Made sure I wasn't muted. 3 of the 4 picks did go to Arkansas. I'm worried because it's sounding like Marcel Reed is going to be taking snaps for A&M. And what I said on Thursday night, not Wednesday night, Thursday night, was that would kind of tarnish my pick a little bit because I picked thinking Connor Wegman was going to be taking the snaps.
Yeah, and so what's the big difference between Connor Wegman and Marcel Reed? Because, when it comes to us, I mean, everybody knows, Arch Manning at Texas is playing lights out right now. Taylon Green here at Arkansas playing well. He's going to get his lights knocked out if he's not careful.
Exactly.
Or he's going to get a wide receiver knocked out like Andrew Armstrong. But when you look at this Texas A&M team, and we'll get more in depth into it in the pregame show, but their first-year head coach Mike Elko coming out of Duke. Look, I don't want to drink the Kool-Aid, but I got to give Arkansas the edge here.
Marcel Reed under center creates a lot of problems for us. Connor Wegman's more of a pocket QB. Marcel Reed is I'd say a Taylon Green clone almost with less experience. I believe he's only a freshman or sophomore. I can't remember his class. He's a young quarterback, good feet, quick. Lets him get away from pressure. He's done relatively well the past 2 weeks. They did struggle against Bowling Green last week, but Bowling Green's gave a couple big FBS schools some scares this year. So this is one of them. It's Jerry's world, and there's no telling what's going to happen. So buckle up and hang on, boys.
Absolutely. Having a little bit of technical difficulties here. Let's see if
I can. While you're working on that, Zach, I'm going to go ahead and take us to a break, get some of our sponsors some love here, and give you a few seconds to get your camera hooked up.
All right, go ahead, man.
So, everyone, we're going to go to an ad from Meeks Design Company, and we'll be right back with you live from Little Rocktoberfest at the Rusty Tractor Vineyards.
Meeks Design is your one-stop shop for custom clothing with a personal touch. At Meeks Design, we can help you tell your story through your wardrobe. Your imagination on a hat, shirt, pullover, or nearly anything wearable. And while you're picking out some custom clothing, check out the one-of-a-kind handmade soaps from the Bobcat Soap Company. Find us on Facebook and let us create custom swag just for you at Meeks Design.
All right, welcome back to Inside the Hog Pen, special coverage from the 2024 Little Rocktoberfest. I'm having a little bit of technical difficulties, Jesse. My laptop's deciding it's going to have its funeral in the next couple of days, so I have to upgrade my technology, if you know what I mean.
Hey, we were shopping for it after the show the other night. We'll help you make a good decision, get you back on track there. I was going to hit music coming out of the break, but I got a little distracted. It's getting a little chippy down in Oxford.
That's what I'm looking at. 12-10 to go in the third quarter, 10-7, and I don't know, dude. Things are getting a little feisty.
I have full faith that Jackson Dart's going to get his teammates worked up. It is an early game. It does look like Ole Miss has got a nice strike going. They were successful, unlike Auburn last week. Let's take a minute to make fun of that just because we can.
Look, 9 times out of 9, Auburn's going to beat Arkansas, right? I mean,
well, they were going for that power stripe in the stadium, and the visuals I seen shared on Auburn social media, it would have looked pretty cool because it wasn't your normal stripe out. It was, I think it was like orange in the end zones and then blue to frame the white interior on the sideline, something like that. Auburn, bless their hearts, they just couldn't understand color coding with seats, and it looked like a normal Saturday.
I'm getting word that our special guest is here, Jesse. If you want to send us to an extended break while I go get him and get him set up out here at our broadcast position. You're watching and listening to Inside the Hog Pen special coverage of the 2024 Little Rocktoberfest. Coming right back in just a few minutes.
Hi, I'm Alan Kerr, President and founder of Alan Kerr Advisors. As an advisor group, our goal is to ensure a positive reputation with government agencies and legislative bodies to provide timely and proactive solutions for all of our clients. We have successfully represented our clients with targeted campaigns that get results. Our focus is on the insurance industry, but we're experts in other areas of business as well. We're a full-service, nationwide advisor group with legislative and regulatory relationship networks in all 50 states. We can assist companies in getting their first certificate of operation and then help them expand nationwide. We can also help businesses create and launch new products, setting up standard risk pools, and creating captive entities. So, if you're planning a company expansion, if you plan to create a captive, if you have a dispute with a regulator, or if you need an expert witness to win your case, if you're planning a merger or acquisition, or if you just need legislative guidance or access, your next call should be to Alan Kerr Advisors. Give us a call or click that contact button on the top of our website at alankerradvisors.com.
Chef James Harris is the go-to for our catering needs at Inside the Hog Pen, and he should be yours as well. Whether it's tailgating, a wedding celebration, or a simple Wednesday night meal that you don't have to prepare, Chef James builds the platform for an incredible dining experience. And with a wide variety of styles and influences, you can be sure Chef will have the menu ready for whatever your needs are. Oh, and by the way, fellas, looking for a romantic date idea? Chef James offers private chef services as well. Think about it. Just you, your significant other, and a beautifully prepared meal all in the comfort of your own home. Check out Harris Made Chef Services now on Facebook at Harris-Made, or give Chef a call at 609-816-5629 to discuss your culinary needs.
Welcome back, everybody, to Inside the Hog Pen's live coverage of Little Rocktoberfest 2024, live from the Rusty Tractor Vineyards. Zach's still getting everything ready to go on his end. So I thought I'd just come to you here for a minute rather than making you watch a ton of ads. And let's take a look at the college football scoreboard. I'm looking here right now. We've got Ole Miss with the ball, trailing Kentucky. Kentucky's up 10-7. Michigan has the ball and driving against Minnesota. They are up 21-3. Nebraska is trailing Purdue in the second half. That was not expected there. Purdue's up 3-0, so it's still anybody's game. And then let's jump over to the Big 12, where we're having an old school Big 12 shootout with a new Big 12 team, BYU and Baylor. They're in the third quarter. BYU's up 31-21. And another Big 12 borderline shootout. You got Kansas State and Oklahoma State. And Kansas State is up 28-13. That's got 13:07 left in the third. Now, as soon as Zach gets back in here with us, I've got to talk to him about something I seen this morning. And if you're watching and you got comments, go ahead and throw them in the feedback. Throw them in the live fan feedback. What do y'all think about this running back from Ole Miss after being directed by Jackson Dart to hit the ground? Went down with a faked injury, which is an Ole Miss specialty. Yes, I'm throwing shade at Ole Miss, even though we don't match up very well with them. At least it doesn't look like we do now. But it looks like I got Zach and Matt getting ready to join us. They're taking their seat at the stage. I'm going to bring them back on camera as soon as I see Zach with his headset on. And we'll get their take on what's going on in college football this morning. Be right with you, ladies and gentlemen. All right. It looks like they're almost ready. Throughout the day today, Zach and Matt will be going live from Little Rocktoberfest. We are going to switch over to our Harris Made Tailgate Show pregame show here in about 15 minutes. That'll go live. And then we'll be back about 30 minutes after the final horn for the Alan Kerr Advisors fifth quarter postgame show to break down what happens at Jerry's World. That place just seems to always give the Hogs fits between a 99-yard fumble return for a TD with a lateral mixed in there, a kick jumping off the top of the uprights. Crazy things happen in Jerry's World. And, of course, Zach's Cowboys play there, and we see how they're doing.
I hear you. I hear you.
I know you heard me. That's why I started talking crap about the Cowboys.
I can hear you. But we're, like I said, we're having some technical issues out here, but not to worry. We're here live from the 2024 Little Rocktoberfest. I'm finally joined by my special guest host. And this, Jesse, this is one of the coolest things ever because this is a first time happening. I have Matt Hart from HogHQ. Matt, welcome to Inside the Hog Pen, man.
I don't have audio on Matt.
Don't have audio on Matt? Hang on just a second.
Well, it's because he's not in stage. Let's see if that helps.
Am I in now?
Hey, there he is.
Hey, glad to be here, guys. Man, it's been a long time coming, and I'm glad it's a game day, and I'm looking forward to this game, and I'm really excited to meet Zach in person.
Don't wait, hold on. Don't lie to people like that.
Zach is nothing special.
I don't lie to people like that. Come on now.
I've been wanting to meet y'all. I've been following y'all for a while, and we've been big supporters of each other. And I'm really excited to finally get to see y'all in person.
Matt's a lot taller than I expected, Jesse, by the way.
Yeah, he looks pretty tall in his Facebook pictures.
Yeah.
I'm glad to have Matt from HogHQ on. That's actually how I found Inside the Hog Pen originally when I first became a fan before joining the team was through Matt and Adam and DP over there. And it's great to have them on. I know you featured on their show before, but it's great to have them on our show. And by the way, Ole Miss just tied it up.
So, Matt, I got to ask you.
Yes,
you guys are doing some big things over at HogHQ. You know, you, Adam, DP, you know, and we'll get, like I said, we'll get into it in the pregame show, but I got to ask you, did you expect us to be 3-1 right now?
I kind of did. I expected it to maybe go the other way. I expected us to beat Oklahoma State and possibly lose to Auburn. But the other two games you kind of expected. So you could at least be safe with saying 2-2. But yeah, I felt like we would get one of those two. It just didn't work out. We let it go at Oklahoma State. But Auburn, that was a good one just because of the turnovers and the defense stepping up. Especially for Coach T. Will. That was nice. You can show how he has an impact on those young men. So I honestly I did, but a lot of people didn't.
I'll be honest with you, and Jesse will back you up on this. I didn't. I had 3-9 was our ceiling going into the season. That was, but being 3-1, you're on the cusp of possibly being ranked and having game day, SEC Nation, Marty and McGee, the works out in Fayetteville. You got to think this might save Sam Pittman for at least another year.
Absolutely, especially if he makes a bowl game. But winning this game is paramount to that even happening, especially with the gauntlet we got coming up with the mostly top 10 teams. So I would think that Pittman is safe as long as he wins the games that he should win, that he's not a drastic underdog in. As far as winning it's another trophy game. It's the last trophy game. It gets a little bit of that bitter taste out of your mouth winning today, walking away with that trophy, not having to give it back ever. And so I just feel like that Pittman has got the coaching staff around him. He's gotten some men around him, some players that are buying in, especially to T. Will. and they believe in Petrino's offense. We just got to correct the mistakes that are correctable.
Well, I mean, up to this point, all the mistakes we've made are mental mistakes.
Exactly.
They're purely coachable and correctable mistakes. But I will tell you this: I'm hoping we don't have a starting quarterback Superman leaping from the 5-yard line down in Jerry's World this year. No kicks off the top. I just want and here's the other thing. I just want us to make a freaking field goal.
That's well, unless you appreciate Cam Little and all the other kickers we've had before a little more and not take them for granted. And Cam Little
Absolutely.
was really special because I don't remember how much he kicked, but I remember one point he was 90% for his career. I don't know how he finished after last year, but I remember before that he was 90%, and that's just unheard of nowadays, really. And he was drafted. It tells you how his value was. But yes, we do need to make our field goals. We got one coming next year.
Boy, he set the Mississippi State record, didn't he?
Yeah. So we do have
Did y'all
one
see
coming,
the
but that
one
doesn't
he
help
hit in practice?
What did he hit in practice?
now.
72.
You're kidding.
Wow.
That had to be wind assisted. That had to be wind assisted.
72. I seen it on Twitter the other day. I think I sent it in our group chat, Zach. If you get a chance, scroll through there and you can find it. But yeah, he goofing off with his teammates and kicked a 72-yarder in practice.
Goofing off with his teammates. I goof off with my teammates all the time, and I don't kick 72-yarders.
That makes me wonder if he was. Well, I didn't see it, but it makes me feel like he was treating it like a kickoff.
Yeah.
more than
Okay.
a field
So
goal.
that would be from what? The opposite 40, 45?
Yeah, because you got the 50, and that from the 50 is a 60-yard field goal, so you add 10 to it. That's
Yeah.
70.
So yeah, it would have been from the from his own 38 he kicked that ball.
Good Lord. My word. Hey, we are live at the 2024 Little Rocktoberfest benefiting Casting for Recovery. And we're going to try to get some people on to talk about it later on tonight. But basically, this charity organization takes breast cancer survivors and breast cancer recoveries and incorporates fly fishing. Now, Jesse said earlier in the broadcast that I don't have the attention span for fly fishing, Matt. Have you ever been?
I have not been. I've known some people that have. I've been fishing, but not fly fishing.
I got to ask Jesse, since you're, the expert here. What is fly fishing versus just regular fishing? For those of us that don't know.
Fly fishing takes a great deal of talent. Regular fishing, just about anybody can pick up on that here pretty quick. Of course, it gets real in depth, but fly fishing, you've got to tie your flies and you have a floating line and you're constantly just flicking it out, letting the fly land on top of the water. I've mainly seen it done trout fishing because I love some trout fishing. But there is a technique and an art to all of it. And I do not have the patience nor the dexterity to tie flies or try to keep up with that much line flying around me. I'll catch it on a tree branch, something. It would turn into an ordeal.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of it. I got some friends that go and do it, and it's a lot of work. It's nice when you see them catch it. And it looks fun, but I can't do all that. I have a hard enough time getting it to go exactly in the right spot where I want one without getting in tangled up.
That would be me. But guys, what do y'all say we go ahead and wrap up this version of Live from Little Rocktoberfest, and we'll get switched over to the Harris Made Chef Services tailgate show. We should have MC coming in soon. We'll get over there and prep for a few minutes, and we'll be live in 5 to 10 minutes right here on your same platforms, but with the Harris Made Chef Services tailgate show.
See y'all there.
All right. We appreciate you tuning in. We look forward to seeing you again later in the day. Everybody have a good afternoon. And go Hogs. Woo Pig.